Camping in Color is a program designed for Black youth and their families with the intention of enhancing or supporting this idea of nature connection, but also just appreciation and engagement with the outdoors. Hello everybody, we're going to get started in just a second. So Camping in Color was actually a class project idea that I came up with my colleague Hillary.
The project for the class was to come up with a program proposal and a research project proposal around some sort of recreation program. So we dreamed up the idea of Camping in Color and looked at each other and were like, why not actually do this thing?
It came together really quickly so that once we got the team established, the momentum kind of just took off from there and we were able to get to the logistics of planning the program.
And so we leveraged Wasatch Mountain Institute's gear library and resources with our ideas for Camping in Color, and we got a grant from the University of Utah to make it all happen.
We've had a lot of really deep conversations about what we can provide as leaders specifically. Myself and another mom were able to host a very nice and calm arts and crafts hour where we painted rocks alongside the river and did some watercolor paintings.
I started fishing with my grandfather around 5. He was kind of there to help me get out of the house. And I really just fell in love with fishing. I fell in love with being outside. It's really just been a healing factor for me. It's such a good meditation, and I love to share that with others.
I grew up in an urban setting. I didn't go on my first hike until I was 18. My friend told me we were going to McDonald's, and I took a nap in her truck, and we ended up at the bottom of a mountain. That was a really formative time for me, though. You know, when you're a teenager, you're still trying to figure out your life, and I found a lot of solace in the outdoors.
I grew up recreating outside in Virginia. Typically, I was the only person of color, let alone the only Black person in these outdoor spaces, like the hiking trails down by the river. There's definitely spaces where I didn't start to enter in the outdoors until I got to my adult years because I was intimidated, I was nervous.
There are so many narratives in our American culture that say Black people don't do this and Black people don't do that. Well, none of those things are true. I think within the Black community, we've always been participating in nature. We have an unfortunate past with our engagement with nature, and I just want to be a part of letting kids and families know that, you know, they're welcome to come back into our natural landscapes and experience it in a way that is good for them.
There's some people who are just looking for community, who are comfortable with the outdoors, but just like want to be around folks who look like them. Then there are folks who have never done this before, and everyone in between.
I heard so many conversations where people were making connections, who were finding new friends, finding mentors for their kids, people going, Mom, can we do this again?
Seeing people coming out and learning about camping, learning about what they can do in outdoors, and seeing that retention that they're also, now that they've learned all these skills, that they're going to get back out there with their family, enjoy that for years to come.
Humans need nature. We need access to it. We need it for mental health. We need it for exercise. We need it for so many reasons. We need it to be able to bond with each other.
A lot of these campers had never slept outside before. A lot of them maybe have, but not together as a family, or maybe they hadn't seen other Black families out in these spaces. And so I had so many parents and kids coming up to me, telling me how much fun they're having, expressing their gratitude.
Some emotional baggage were uplifted from parents, and I think that that is a success.
I think I needed this as a kid. Or maybe I didn't need it, but I really wanted it without knowing this is what I wanted. Lots of parents have expressed their sentiments similarly, that this is a very unique experience and that they're really grateful and hope that it can continue on.